Hi everyone, Genki desu. Hi, I'm Genki. Today I want to talk about the new information on the Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary. So last week we got some new information from Nomura-san. He appeared on the First Soldier livestream and he gave some information that he's going to drop some new info for us on the Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary next month. So that's something we can look forward to. And in this video I just want to give a bit more context into what he said and where he said it. So let's go through it. So during the live stream they were presenting the streaming schedule for next month, where they're going to have a live broadcast for Final Fantasy VII, the First Soldier. Whilst they were discussing this schedule, you can see here. So basically at this point here he stepped in and said, we plan to release a bit of news related to FF7's 25th anniversary next month, around the same time as this here. So he said here, together with the First Soldier broadcast of next month, he said he will announce it together there. So we can expect the news next month around when the First Soldier live stream drops as well. So at the beginning of the year, for the Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary, Nomura gave us some message. And there will be even more new Final Fantasy VII projects that started up after the remake coming in future too. The team see this 25th anniversary as a waypoint on our journey with Final Fantasy VII, and will continue pressing ahead to even greater things. So please keep supporting us going forward. Tetsuya Nomura. So from this we can see that these projects are possibly related to Final Fantasy VII, as Nomura is hinting that there's already Final Fantasy VII projects that have started up and are coming soon. And then we have the new trademarks recently registered by Square Enix. The first one is Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrated. For that, it's most likely a version for Steam. Could possibly be an Xbox version too, but we'll have to wait until the showcase to see if that happens, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Next we have Labyrinth Striker. In Japanese it's written Labyrinth Striker. So it's kind of like two words put together. It's a combination of Labyrinth and Striker together. What that could be is possibly a mobile game. It sounds like a kind of puzzle game or like a little adventure game. We also have Final Bar Line. I think this could be a new theatre rhythm type game or a new music rhythm game using the Final Fantasy music or music from Final Fantasy VII. We've already gotten a hint at the characters that could be in Part 2 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake project. Recently, the motion capture actor of Cloud in the Final Fantasy VII Remake game, Katsuyuki Yamazaki, posted to his Instagram a picture of himself in the motion capture suit doing the Cloud's pose, along with two other motion capture actors. On the right side, we see someone with the blue dot doing a pose that somewhat looks like Barrett's, holding his Gatling gun arm. While on the left, we see a character doing a pose that looks exactly like Cid's pose. So from this we can guess that we'll probably be going to Rocket Town in part 2, and Cid will be a playable character. Now to the tweet I made regarding Final Fantasy VII Remake project being 3 parts in total. I've heard this news through the grapevine from people in and around Tokyo. Obviously I can't give up my source because I don't want them to get in trouble, but yeah, this is what I've heard. It was like over a year ago, so I don't know if the plans have changed. But I just wanted to bring attention that the remake series will most likely be 3 parts. Next month, for the news on the Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary projects coming up, I think we will get news on Ever Crisis, which is supposed to come out this year. And I also think we'll get news on the smaller projects, such as the rumored Netflix anime of Final Fantasy VII, and also these trademark games that we talked about today. Personally, I don't think we'll be getting a new trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 next month, just because they are also revealing Final Fantasy 16 supposedly next month, or very soon, and I think they will save this trailer for later on in the year, possibly TGS or at the end of the year on December 18th, which is the Final Fantasy 35th anniversary. Okay, that's all I have for this video. Please give feedback and comments below, and see how I can make some more videos in the future. Thanks for watching. I've been Genki, breaking down the latest news from Japan and about the Final Fantasy series. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. じゃあね。